Hi, I'm Annie, and this is Shane. We have been travelling in our trusty van for 2 years, and tomorrow we are taking a ferry and sailing from Ireland to Spain. So if you're new here, hit the subscribe button to travel with us.
So guys, it is currently 10:30 in the morning. Our boat leaves Ireland in less than 22 hours, and as you can see, we haven't packed our van yet, and we still haven't made the 300-kilometer journey to the port. So this is going to be a tight one.
So this is lastminute.ie, and I have just come up with an idea to try to get rid of the mosquitoes. Yeah, so not only we're not packed, but I'm doing stuff to the van.
And I don't know if you can see behind us, but it is perfect weather for leaving Ireland because it is lashing rain. So we are on the hunt for some sun, but first let's get this van packed. So I am just finishing up packing all our essential tools and stuff that we need just in case of an emergency. So as always, we have our two toolkits, we have our towing rope, we have our jump leads, we have all that sort of stuff stored away under here. The one thing we're taking with us that we did not have with us last year, and it might come in handy if we do get stuck. Now hopefully we don't have to use it, but it is this here. This is the top-down 𝗙𝗙𝗟𝗪𝗡 Plus, which is a battery jump starter that is going to come in handy if we do get stuck. As you remember in our last couple of videos, the battery in Fergus was getting pretty weak, and a couple of times it nearly didn't start. So this is going to help us out quite a bit if we ever do get into a sticky situation. So this here is a little jump starter kit. Now it can start engines up to about 6 or 8 litres. It can also be a power bank. It also has a light, so if we ever need to get under Fergus to fix it, we have a light. And it is so small, so compact, it's going to be so handy to keep in the van, knowing that if we do run out of power, we'll be able to get started and get away. So that is going to come in very handy in the van, something that we're never going to take out of it. So another cool feature about the top-down 𝗙𝗙𝗟𝗡 Plus is that you can connect to it via an app. So when you connect up to your battery, you can check the health of your battery and you can check all the different parameters. So it's pretty cool, pretty handy, and it'll show you a lot of details, knowing that if your battery is going dead or weak, it's time to buy a new one. So this is going to be very handy in Fergus. Annie, you do realise we are seriously running out of time.
I know, I think I might have to leave my day white stuff for Spain.
So having all this storage underneath Fergus is such a big difference compared to last year, because now all underneath the seat is free, so we can put our stuff, so it's not all in the way. So under here we have our tow rope, our jump leads, toolkit, our jack, we have spare parts in here, we have more spare parts in here, we even have a clutch kit just in case. You never know, better looking at it than looking for it.
I have managed to fit almost, if not all, of my clothes that I'm going to take this summer in these 4 packing cubes, which are so good for keeping our tiny little wardrobe organized. And I just keep like my jumpers, shorts, t-shirts and socks and underwear in a different one, and that's how I know where to look, because that tiny wardrobe gets messy, and if you just look at it, it just instantaneously just go everywhere. So I've just managed to fit my 4 packing cubes in our tiny little wardrobe, and they are so good because they not only help you keep all of your clothes organized, but you can also fit a lot more clothes in it. In this wardrobe, it's just so hard to keep tidy.
This is all I'm going to be taking with me. I have all my boxers, socks, everything in here, and in here I have my shorts and my t-shirts and my jumper, and that is all I take for 3 months. That's all you need. Sometimes I wish we had a bigger van. So that is our solar panel in. That is our Foxconn 200-watt solar panel, and we have our 1200 watt. That is going to keep all our laptops, our drones, cameras all charged up. We can't leave without it, but it does add a lot of weight to the van. This is like over 9 kilos, and this is like 8 kilos, so it's nearly an extra 20 kilos in the van. Can't forget my good old Levitex pillow. I would be lost without this thing. We went away and I forgot it, and I was using another pillow. My neck hurt for like 2 weeks. This best pillow you can get.
We have finally left the house. Shane's mom made sure to bless the van, bless ourselves, so we don't break down. And we are making our way to the ferry. It's currently 20 only 4:05, and I think Google Maps is telling us that it's gonna be a 4.5-hour drive to the ferry. So let's see how long Fergus takes to get to the ferry. I think it's going to be like 6, yeah. Hey.
We already have a queue of traffic.
Sorry guys. Aquí bajando al puerto a la altura de Dublín a 180 kilómetros. Llevamos el jueves. No sé si tienes hora para el viernes. Muchas gracias. Venga, hasta el viernes. Right. Hair's booked.
Booked in, most importantly, booked in to the best barber that you can find in Spain.
So, Friday, 8 o'clock, Shane's gonna get a proper haircut because I have been cutting his hair and I'm just not the best. It's currently 9:30 and we should have been at the port by now, but we have stopped at a friend's house just on the way to the ferry to break up the journey, and we should be there. Google says an hour, so let's say an hour and a half. Something I'm not going to miss are the Irish roads.
But they're better in Spanish.
What?
They're better in Spanish.
Better than... Spanish roads are better.
Not all.
They are much better. I'm sorry. So 6.5 hours later, made it to 𝗏𝗡𝗟𝗓, and we probably wake up around like 5 or 6 to head to the ferry.
So Annie has gone and made herself.
I've just made myself a Chinese. It's like hangover food. It's literally 11:15. We're getting up in like 6 hours, and I'm having a Chinese in the middle of 𝗏𝗡𝗟𝗓. I am so tired. I'm gonna eat this and just close my eyes and pass out.
So every time we get back into Fergus after not living in him for a couple of weeks, it's always a little bit of a struggle to get back into routine and know how everything goes together. And Annie is just making the bed. We don't really have that much room, so when 2 people is in there, it's pretty crowded.
Yeah, Fergus has extra stuff. It's extra loaded.
He's fully loaded.
Yeah.
It's the struggle.
We hardly fit. So after a long day of packing, cleaning, driving, at least for Shane, we are 5 kilometers away from the ferry, and we are going to go to sleep for like maybe 5 to 6 hours and then make our way to the check-in. So stay tuned for next week's video when we show you our sailing, and the adventure is literally about to start. I'm so excited because I think Fergus is, I don't want to jinx it, but more ready than ever.
No, don't say it.
More ready than ever.
Don't say it.
It's good, like.
No. Let the Spanish adventure begin. Fergus takes on Spain 2.0.
Goodbye.